Schedule 1 is a game that I had no idea existed until suddenly everyone decided to play it a few months ago and make countless videos on it. But is it really that good? Is this the AAA killer people say it is? But more importantly, can I even have fun with it? Today, I'll try to answer these questions by playing this game for the next 12 hours, without any prior knowledge or any of my friends to help me out. This game is going to introduce me to the genre of drug dealer simulators for the very first time, and I'll tell you now, after all the time I'm about to sink into this game, I sure hope it's worth it. So, I began by making a new organization. Marv's Mystical Drugs. Pretty quickly, I learned how to cut my first products, water them, and package them all together. This seed was going to play a key role in this business. My Uncle Nelson here told me to meet up with some fellas to pick up a package for him. Seems innocent enough. In town, I got to make some deals with my customers. After buying some supplies, I was approached by this officer and searched. I don't know how illegal that is, but thankfully my contraband was left in the truck, none in my pockets, so I wasn't arrested. Last thing to do before I went home was to pick up the package from these fellas, which went down well. Uncle promised to sort them out for threatening me. Then I slept for the night. But suddenly, I woke up to the police busting my uncle for being a drug lord, so I dipped the hell out of there. I had no cash, no product, no contacts, and a fresh town. So it's time to make some money. I created this beautiful hunk of a man. God, this is fucking disgusting. Uncle from prison told me about some hidden stashes of cash, so I walked around the city collecting them until I suddenly witnessed an explosion. Sure enough, it was my van. The perpetrators left a note with a simple threat. This is our territory? Don't interfere. TB?
I'm gonna kill you, TB, just like you killed her at the morgue.
I rented myself a room from Donna. First thing I did was play a video game to de-stress from the sudden life-changing events that had transpired recently. But I can't really become the ultimate drug lord just sitting on my ass, can I? So I walked down to the hardware store to buy supplies. But Dan the shopkeeper was a little curious about my line of work.
I'm kind of curious though. What happens if I tell him this? Wait, what? Wait, he's just cool with that. Take some speed grow on the house.
When I got home, I was informed about the mandatory curfew from 9 PM to 5 AM. If the police catch me outside during this period, I will be arrested. I was still missing weed seeds, so I got in touch with Albert Hoover, a local weed supply. We arranged a dead drop and I found it accordingly under the West Bridge. I will need to pay for this, but I'm too broke right now. We'll pay our tab later. I also need to package my weed to sell it, so I went back to the store to buy plant trimmers, packaging station, and baggies. While I waited for my weed to grow, I got bored, so I started throwing trash bags at the police. They searched me for that, so in retaliation for this violation of privacy, I picked up a wheelchair in a fit of rage, and...
Wait, I'm like actually under arrest? Oh shit, I didn't think that's what was gonna happen. Oh. Please tell me I can hide in this. That actually worked.
Weed finally finished, so I cut it, popped my plants into the bags, and listed my product for sale.
I thought I just needed to grow more plants, but what I really needed was more space.
Uncle told me about a room for sale above the Chinese restaurant for 800 bucks. I also tried giving Donna a free sample, but she didn't bite. The next couple of days consisted of me buying supplies, collecting dead drops, growing more plants, and then selling it off to customers for profit. During that, I tried giving out a free sample to this guy, but the cops saw me. I ran straight for the car park, but they still found me, obviously. I thought I might have been done for, to be honest, but luckily, I found this dumpster and hid inside it. Finally, I had saved over $1,000, so I spoke with Mrs. Ming the next morning and bought the new room. I bought this trash grabber, so I didn't have to manually drag each item into the bin anymore, and started using these jars instead of baggies because it'll let me package 5 product into one slot, which will help for bigger deals. The product worked okay, but it wasn't enough. Not yet, at least. We unlocked better soil and got fertilizer to increase the quality of crops. Made some deals utilizing our new jars and saved enough to buy another tent. I grew more plants using the new soil, and coming back from another drop, found this cool parkour spot. Might be useful to remember this during a police chase, I don't know. My current strategy was to buy seeds, upgrades, or other supplies in the morning, then set up most of our deals during the afternoon, including dead drops, and then prep our products in the evening to sell the next day. It's not a perfect plan, but it'll do for now, I guess. I still need to get 3 new customers though, so I gave out a free sample to Peggy here. She didn't like my stuff. Went out to make 2 more deals in the evening, but I got stopped by this crazy chick outside my house. She desperately wanted some of my product, but I hadn't brought any spare with me, so naturally I told her to fuck off.
Oh my fucking god, he's a fucking crackhead! Officer! This son of a bitch is trying to kill me!
I eventually lost her.
So that's why you need like a baseball bat, just in case you have to fend off some people.
There were specific effects people wanted that I wasn't able to make, so I thought buying sour diesel seeds might help with that. I collected the seeds, planted them, and cut my new plants with my upgraded trimmer. Man, this was so much nicer. I didn't have to manually click on each plant to cut it anymore. This saved a lot of pain and a lot of time. My main goal today was to finally get some new customers, and having used fertilizer on some product, maybe our higher quality plants will finally convince them. First up was Peggy.
Oh yes! Schizophrenic, lethal seizure inducing. Dude, I don't even know if I want to serve a customer like you, dude. It's kind of fucked up. Lovely.
But the next big milestone is unlocking our first dealer, Benji Coleman. So we're gonna need to build trust with his friends first if we want to hire him. One of them is Chloe, so at night I ran out to find her and give her a free sample, despite police crawling everywhere. We made another $1,000 and leveled up again. This time we unlocked a whole new section of town, Westville. Chloe asked for her first product from us, so I went out that evening to deliver it, but I got caught by an officer.
This is such a bad time.
Thankfully, I got away and took the shortcut I found earlier to get back to her. This time, I made sure to stand out of sight from any officers to make the deal, and that seemed to do the trick. I also unlocked the 3rd base tier of marijuana, green crack.
Oh yes! Let's go!
Benji! What's the starty? Now that Benji's on my payroll, he can take care of up to 8 customers for us as long as we keep supplying him. Even if he does take a 20% cut, we'll be making plenty of profit from this guy. Later, I got a call from Uncle, and he explained that while I'm covering the quantity now, I can charge more for higher quality products if I mix them with ingredients using a mixing station. So I bought that and some ingredients from the gas mart. The mixing station in now, space is already starting to run out here. Anyhow, I started throwing donuts, tablets, and all sorts of shit with my weed to create those unique effects people were looking for. By now, I've been on the grind for 2 weeks, and I'm starting to yield over 1.5 grand a day with Benji, already pulling in 400 bucks on his first day. But we can do better. After speaking with Uncle, the next goal was to start selling a new product that involved a unique mix, which we could sell for a higher price. I combined my green crack with Viagra to make Miracle Monkey, which was over 10 bucks higher value than the base product. Turns out you can give your products their own name.
Balding Thunder.
Gave Donna another sample, but she still wasn't happy.
Bro, you are so hard to please.
I also had a look at some cars to help me travel faster, with the cheapest one, the shitbox, costing $5,000. I started buying ingredients and packaging in bulk. While this product is more profitable, it does cost more and take longer to make. I decided to buy some PGR to grow more product at the cost of quality, but that was fine since most of my customer standards were low anyways. I just could not keep up with this demand, man. Uncle Nelson told me about this warehouse I can check out, and it might just be the break I've been waiting for. I went to visit it in the morning, but was told to come back at 6 PM. While I waited, I bought an upgraded packaging station, which will make packaging products much quicker, and returned to the warehouse after 6 PM, meeting the arms dealer, who sells weapons, merchant, who sells illegal stations and items, then the fixer, who we can hire workers from. Immediately, I wanted to buy a botanist, so I didn't have to grow or water the plants myself. The plan would be to have all aspects of production handled by workers. Botanist will be a great start. The next evening, I brought the cash to buy the botanist. I was so excited for this, but I ended up spending like 2 full days trying to make Dorothy do her goddamn job.
Alright, come on, Dorothy. Get to work here, buddy. Dorothy! I have 3 other fucking tents I need you to attend to. I have customers that I need to fucking... Oh my god, bro. Dorothy. She just watered. It didn't need watering. She is fucking up my entire operation because she's not fucking doing what she's supposed to do. And now I'm falling behind on quota. I have too many customers.
I finally looked up a tutorial on how to use the botanist, and the person also had their room set up far better than mine, so I stayed up till like 4 a.m. tearing down the whole sweatshop
And redesigning the entire layout. So I hope this is worth it.
Started this hour with Dorothy finally up and running.
Lads, Dorothy's actually cooking right now. Look at her go.
Alright, finally! Turns out there's a 10k weekly limit for deposits to your bank, so in order to get more money in, we'll need to launder it by buying a legitimate business. I started with the laundromat, which will let us put 2 grand into the bank every day. If I do this enough, I'll have saved enough for the shit box. I bought the mixing station MK2, which cost $2,000, but was worth it because now we could mix 20 product at a time, and I didn't have to manually put in the ingredients myself. This just made production a lot quicker. At this point, business was going smoothly as hell, man. Me and Dorothy, we were cooking. We were cooking so hard. We had tons of supplies we didn't even know what to do with. And then there was Benji there just consistently grinding out deals. He was making so much profit, man. I didn't have to do anything. But we've kind of maxed out our current customer base, so the only way to get more profit now was to just sell to more people. I traveled out to Westville and I locked Keith as a customer. Now when we supply his friend Jerry Montero, we'll get access to both a new supplier and dealer. I also unlocked the Mega B. Jesus Christ.
But we have some big changes to make.
At the beginning, I tried putting trash into this green bin and got $2 for it. Yeah, no wonder crime is so profitable. Jerry here likes gingeritis, so I made him some death cum, gave him a free sample, and he's now our customer. Yes, that is a real sentence that makes perfect sense. I tried experimenting with some ingredients today too, and made
Bioass. Yeah, that's the name.
Even though this was worth more, it was 3/4 less addictive, which wasn't ideal. The sweatshop was kind of maxed out at this point, so I visited the realtor, and the next property I could save for was the bungalow for 6k. But we also had customers in Westville, so I kind of needed the shitbox first. Made another deal with Jerry, unlocking the new supplier, but not the dealer. Spoke to Uncle Nelson once again, and he explained that Oscar from the warehouse will get me everything I need for meth except for pseudo, which is provided by the new supplier we just unlocked. Before we started making meth though, I wanted to buy the bungalow first and instead put our meth production in there. But I also took a more critical look at our current profit. I realized I was spending a lot on soil and PGR alone. I thought it would be a good idea to maybe swap to a more expensive purple seed as a base so that maybe I can sell it for more profit.
Friend Molly Prezi is a dealer. Oh, cool. I just had to get him again. I just had to do it twice.
I got Molly as a new dealer and assigned her to every customer we had in Westville. I bought a bunch of different ingredients to mix with our purple seed to see what would make us the most. But it was here that I realized my huge blunder. These plants were virtually the same in price, alright, despite costing far more. And having already put a ton of these seeds now, I had a choice. I could either stick with my purple seeds and try to make some kind of profit off them before moving to a better plant, or I could just take the hit now and transition to the more profitable plants straight away. I decided to grow the purple seeds instead, spending the day selling off as much Miracle Monkey as possible. To speed things up, I even approached customers before they texted me, offering them deals to offload more product.
Oh my god, all the trash I've been throwing out here. All of them are here, dude.
Finally, I put up my new product for sale and collected $10,000 from Benji, which I then used to buy the bungalow.
Hey. Yeah, this is nice and spacious, alright. Yeah, we can do some cooking in here, boys.
The plan now is to sell off my remaining products, move to more profitable weed, before then moving on to the meth.
I'm so sorry, Austin.
Wait, Donna, I'm going to convince you. Okay, we can't do it in front of the goddamn. Donna, you gotta be kidding me right now. Uh-oh.
I did it so quickly, it doesn't even matter. Finally, we got you. Finally, it only took the whole, like, fucking 9 hours or something.
So that's it. I think we have all of Northtown. Yeah. There we go. Donna was the last one. So, the new product is going to be OG Kush as a base, then combined with mouthwash, then Viagra. This means it'll only cost $38 per plant, which we can sell for at least $80 or more. I called it Splooge. I made the first deal with Splooge, which made me about $100. By far, the most profit from a single plant I had ever sold until that point. I finally had time to go to the warehouse and buy the gear we need for cooking meth, but I wasn't told to buy the chemistry lab till after I left, which was annoying. Curfew had just started, and so despite tons of cops near me, I decided to try run back into the warehouse to grab it. Oh shoot, what have I done? What have I done? Get in the car.
They have fucking guns! They have fucking guns! Oi!
Oh, I'm out. Oh, I knew I should have purchased it. I also bought some better pots, which retain soil for longer, but I can't seem to put them into my tents yet. As it turns out, I have to buy racks and lights. This combo will make the crops grow faster without needing to buy PGR, again reducing production costs. I bought 4 suspension racks and grow lights, but I almost left again without buying the chemical station. Thankfully, I remembered this time. I placed my new racks, lights and pots, and then the met stations in the bungalow. Started the first cook. Fortunately, it was going to take most of the day just to complete the first step. So, I spent the rest of the day making deals, product, getting new customers. I eventually went back to complete the next step, and after having to wait ages again, I could finally break up the product with my hammer. All that time and effort for just 10? Oh, I don't know about that, man. I decided instead of meth, I'd just expand my current weed production from the sweatshop to the bungalow. It's gonna be a long time before I can make meth more profitable than our splooge, so automating our splooge production instead with more workers might be a better option. I found a cool setup online to recreate, purchasing 6 large storage racks. While I was out there, I finally checked out the store outside the sweatshop. Turns out, I could buy a skateboard off this fella. Oh! Oh damn! What the hell? This is so good. Oh, I already have a bunch of storage racks. I didn't need to buy these. I removed all the meth making stuff, placed in all the storage racks, moved the pots in, bought 3 beds while bringing the existing 2 from the sweatshop. This skateboard was dead handy for making these small deliveries, man. I wish I bought this sooner. I decided to see what meeting up with Albert would do, as I've never actually gotten around to doing it yet. I found a stand that evening, right out in the open for local officers to see, but no one seemed to question his business. Turns out I could buy as many seeds as I wanted, and just like the skateboard, I so wish I had done this earlier. I had wasted so much time waiting around for dead drops and then risking getting arrested going on runs to get it. Anyhow, later, I skated to the warehouse and hired every worker available to assemble the team. Well, boys, you guys are gonna be helping me produce a lot of good shit, so don't let me down, team, alright? You are part of Marvin's Mystical Drugs. We're gonna make this whole thing a goddamn empire, alright? It starts in this bungalow. Don't let me down. We got our things set up. We have our pots growing our stuff, packaging, our mixing stuff, and then obviously then our final product. So I'm not going to go through massively in depth, but essentially all the workers now are all assigned to do all this automatically for me. So the only thing I have to do is just manually fill up these and the jars, and that's it, and then I can just take out the final product. So my god, they're actually all working. This is crazy. It's nice and spacious too. This is great. I should probably go and buy some more jars though. I'll buy more of this stuff. Now that my whole production is automated, all I have to worry about is making deals, supplying dealers, and attracting new customers. Skateboard. Some guy tried to get product off me. I told him to shove it. I can pick up his body, bro. Alright, you know where you're going, buddy. Where, bud? See where you're going. Go to sleep. Oh, there you go. You're kind of phasing in and out of existence, but it's fine. You go sleep there, buddy. You have a good time. then. With all this money I've been making, I had enough saved to afford the post office for $10,000, which would allow me to launder more money into my bank. I couldn't figure out how it worked though, and I had to leave to make a deal before curfew hit. Alright, let's see if I can hop this. Oh, nope. Then I went out in the evening to get new customers. Oh, I fucked up. I didn't bring my samples. Oh. While I lost crucial time skating back home, when I came back, I found Eugene, who was friends with a potential dealer. I forced the deal with him, and that unlocked our third dealer, Brad. I assigned him to all the downtown customers, which will save us from having to travel all the way out there from the bungalow. But with only an hour left, I still had unfinished business. In the morning, I resupplied the mixing stations and spent most of my time giving out free samples to potential customers. At this point, I want to unlock every customer available since we have so much excess supply. It's actually insane how much these guys are working. Philip, who works in the casino, wasn't budging though. While I was there, I decided to treat myself for working so hard. I mean, come on. I played a game of blackjack, which I had no idea how it worked, but I think I won. Then I tried the slot machines and won 50 bucks apparently. But then I tried Ride the Bus. Predict the next card to multiply your winnings. Red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be higher. Inside or outside? I would say outside. What suit will the next card be? Hearts. It was diamonds. Oh my god. I was so close. Oh, that was painful. God damn, I had it in my heart to say diamonds and then I overthought it. By the way, finally figured out where that computer was in the post office, and now we can launder up to $4,000 from that place alone. I had a look at what vehicle I should buy next. The shipbox, although absolutely beautiful, lacked enough storage space for the sheer amount of ingredients I need to transport to the bungalow. Now that I had this whole team working around the clock. This is the Viper. Ah yeah, proper van like. Oh bro. Oh shit, this is a lot harder than I thought. Just gonna run inside, close that door. Dude, imagine I lost all that cash because, well, I don't know actually what happens if I get arrested, but imagine I lost it all. Next morning, I bought the Viper. How much has this got? Oh, that's a lot of storage. This is great top speed. Oh my god. Its handling is fucking terrible. Grabbed the last customer from Westville. Then I tried to convert Philip again. Still wouldn't budge. Philip liked the foggy effect, which my product didn't offer, nor anything I had made up until that point. So I'd have to make something specifically for him. I threw together an OG Kush and Mega Bean to make the Ultra Shard. I'm finally gonna get this guy. It's got one of your favorite effects. Yeah, let's go. That's it. We got all the customers. All of Northtown, all of Westville, all of downtown. Went around to make my last deals of the playthrough. As far as I can remember, I don't think I ever missed a single deal until now. But I was running very late for this last person. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, but thanks to the skateboard, I just arrived in time. That evening, I returned to the RV to reflect on how far I had come since those uncertain, stressful times. Now, I was a hardened but rich drug-dealing mastermind with a net worth of 64,500 bucks. Marv's mystical drugs had secured exactly 50% of the population. I never did find out who TB was or how to take him down. If only Marvin had progressed further. Marvin returned back to the casino on that final night and won absolutely nothing. But hey, at least he could sleep tonight knowing he got away with every one of those crimes he committed. This is a little awkward. Oh! Son of a... Get away from me. What happens if I just walk in here? Oh, this is a little awkward. I'm gonna hide under the bridge. Fucking everywhere. I'll tell you what, that was a chase. And so, Marvin lay down for the last time in this video as a successful, rich, and probably sadistic criminal. Don't do drugs, kids. So, Schedule 1. Was it really that good? Yeah, I think so. I think it's priced perfectly for what you get. I really enjoy games like this. It's well scoped, with a cool premise, which could have easily been generic slop, but in execution is actually a pretty unique, complete experience, which I think is why people are calling this a AAA killer or whatever, because unlike most of these unfinished, buggy, over-scoped games, this project proves you can make a great experience as long as you have a clear vision and you execute properly. Progressing through securing deals, making products, attracting new customers, etc. is made incredibly satisfying. And while it's not a simple system, it is straightforward enough that someone like me can kind of get the hang of it, but with enough depth that you can actually enjoy the process for hours on end. I really got addicted to this towards the end, and I was having a lot of fun from start to finish. The map is very well put together, becoming an instant classic to me thanks to its fun art style, but just the fact that every member can be interacted with, making this whole place feel alive and like a proper town. The little things like being able to skateboard, deal drugs to your landlord, or throw wheelchairs at cops made this a really memorable game for me, so you'll definitely want to try this if you haven't already. If you'd like to see me play another 12 hours of this, or a different game entirely, do let me know. And of course, thanks for watching.